everything we ever did. You're obviously over it, so over it. So why do I still wake up 2 in the morning, cold sweat screaming your name? Why do I get drunk and look at your pictures? Why do I feel this way? Why do I do this to myself? And why do I even try? You don't, so baby, why do It's been 10 months and 20 days. I've been wondering the same damn thing. So why do I still wake up 2 in the morning, cold sweat screaming your name? Why do I get drunk and look at your pictures? Why do I feel this way? Why do I do this to myself? And why do I even try? You don't, so baby, why do Sometimes like you never stop, you'll never leave. When I get the thinking, I wish you were thinking about me. Sometimes I look for girls that look the way you do. So fucking stupid, started to do it when I saw you with someone new. It's been 10 months and 20 days. I'm not less feelings on your brain. So why do I still wake up 2 in the morning, cold sweat screaming your name? Why do I get drunk and look at your pictures? Why do I feel this way? Why do I do this to myself? And why do I even try? You don't, so
Hello everyone! Welcome to the stream for the Oceania Philippines Nationals 2024 for the 4K division. I'm Silvas KLs, your commentator for today. We just had a really intense match on the previous one, and we're about to have another intense match, which is going to be Vulpsi versus Velyria. Man, I am so hyped to see this. Vulpsi, Velyria, man, these two players are extremely good, both in the rice department. I mean, I'd argue Vulpsi is a little bit more well-rounded, but Velyria has made a lot of strides in getting good. LM. Why do I? Alright, I'm sorry for that. Honestly, but yeah, that. Yeah, these two players are extremely good.
Hello, hello. I hope I hope na maayos ang hapunan ninyo to everyone watching on stream.
I
Like
mean,
it's already like what a few minutes past 7 p.m. And
nakakahapunan ka na ba?
mhm.
Nakahapunan ka na ba? Yun ang tanong.
Actually plano ko is like after all of the matches tonight. So most likely mga 10 or 11 p.m. pa ako makapaghapunan ito. Like a few more duties. Like obviously there's like we have like a few more matches on both 4K and 7K. And as announced actually kanina, we actually have two streams active right now. Both here on the 4K and 7K division. Actually, both of these pero this one match is actually an elimination match, since this is in the losers bracket, and whoever loses this match we won't be seeing next weekend, which is kinda weird, since like this match in particular features Vulpsi, who has been a consistent contender in PHNats.
Yeah, I mean, not to mention Mania World Cup players. Like, I remember just to segue a little bit, because of how close this has been. Like, it's impressive to see Velyria, like that improvement on the Ellens. Like, remember when Velyria was like literally borderline below the qualifying mark? Right now, Velyria has been performing pretty decent despite those mistakes. 99.4 on a full Ellen density pick. Just very impressive work. Goes to show the dedication of these tournament players on improving mid-tournament. The best time to improve.
It is. Indeed, it is. Anyways, as we're opening this match with I hope you could guide me with the charts, by the way.
Don't
Medyo
worry, don't worry.
yeah.
I'll be here. So, yeah, I mean, right now, Ellen density, the thing about this file is what makes this very challenging is the amount of one-handed trills, split trills thrown at you, like you see that left-hand split, that left-hand one-hand trill. Those are the parts that really make this file very challenging. And what makes this also around semifinals level is the BPM. 195 BPM is certainly no joke, and a lot of these files are not as straightforward as you'd think. Like, there's some elements of Ellen release incorporated through these short Ellens, and as you can see, that's how it ends. Really, really impressive scores, both sides, but that consistency from Vulpsi was just way too strong. I mean, 6 grades to
Actually,
16.
yeah. Wait. Oh my goodness, that 200 count. But anyways, I'm actually pretty surprised because like we were talking about previous performances. Like even like let's stretch this back like a few nationals ago.
Uh-huh.
Like I remember Vulpsi having problems, like lagyan mo lang ng isang pirasong pansit canton yung chart, magkakaroon na siya ng problema. Like but like now, like considering like Vulpsi's form has really improved, like even some of the LNs that are in this chart aren't really posing that much problems for Vulpsi in this match in particular. Meanwhile, for Velyria, like while they're actually really good, like they're coming into this match as like an underdog, and considering that they're and at least like tama ba na sabihin ko na Velyria isn't exactly like this matchup in particular needs something special coming from Velyria.
I agree. Kasi number one, this is Velyria's first real big tournament. So the experience factor is not exactly there. And number two, Vulpsi is the more well-rounded player. Like, no question for that. That's why special really has to be the word. On a side note though, honestly this set of matches are really going to be hyped because we're gonna have consecutive matches for 4K and 7K. With 4K being on YouTube and 7K, expect that to be on Twitch. Just to make things clear. So yeah, we'll have three sets of
2 streams.
Yeah, 2 streams for 3 hours in a row. What a time to be in. Anyways,
Yeah, we like there's like a lot of stuff really to look at. And I'm actually pretty excited to see how everything will turn out in the end. Anyways, second chart. This is Rise 6 if I am not mistaken. So this will be your ano ba?
This is the wildcard pick. So what makes this a
this is your-
wildcard pick is you notice that very awkward jump scene, right?
Yeah.
It's not as dense as, let's say, Rise 2 or Rise 3, in fact. But you see those speed sections with this technical section included. That's definitely what's going to be the nail biter here. Surprisingly, Vulpsi's accuracy, 99.9. You'd expect this to be the other way around. Like, Vulpsi was the one who actually missed in the previous attempt. That was against Silicosis, I believe. And Velyria had a 996 pace on this. So this isn't even what's considered a really good run for Velyria. But this is where I can expect a few mistakes to happen here and there. As Vulpsi slowly dropped the last
we might actually be seeing most of we might actually be seeing Vulpsi dropping some of that accuracy as we go further into this match, but like for Velyria, it's most likely the beginning of the chart isn't exactly the friendliest for them. But then you look at their accuracy, Velyria is slowly but surely catching up to whatever Vulpsi's accuracy is right now, and Vulpsi cannot really afford to drop anything, and you already see the score gap. It's starting to reduce. Like there's only what 0.05, like 500ths of a percent remaining. Vulpsi needs to increase that accuracy if they want to just pull a bit ahead, and I think they just did.
Wait, what? There is no way. 299. Okay, look at the ratios. Those two ratios. How?
All right.
Wow. The fact that 994.6 is a losing score in this file. This would typically win you a point on any opponent, but Vulpsi's tournament experience certainly helped a lot just to secure that point. What just happened here?
That is stupid.
But here's the thing though. Any of the hybrids here, like, you know what? I feel like if there's any pick here that's not Rice where Velyria can steal anything, it's definitely the hybrids.
I mean, like, it has to be the hybrids. It has to be the hybrids at this point. But like, didn't you guys like have like a pick here where it's going to be a really Rice heavy hybrid, if I'm not mistaken?
The thing about these hybrids, I'll explain. Like, these hybrids are, well, you did say that. There are a lot of sections where even the physical players struggled on those Ellen sections. These hybrids are just very physical in general. Even if one is, let's say, the Rice hybrid, one is the quote-unquote Ellen-oriented hybrid, all of the hybrids here are extremely physical and require you to be super good in physicality in general. So yes, like, it's almost like you're saying physical hybrid all over the board here, just for these three. But they have their different niche skill sets. Like, one of them's Jack, one of them is technical, one of them's stream. That's really just the difference here.
Okay, both players carrying the mirror mod here. For this pick in particular, for those who are new to Osimania, if you just happen to drop by on the stream and this is your first time watching a Mania match, mirror mod basically flips the stage. Like, notes that are normally on column 1 are going to be on column 4 in this case, and you see column 2 and column 3 also swap. But like, the chart doesn't really change. Like, it still plays the same. Like, you're just using, like, the layout is just in reverse. But anyways, actually like, especially seeing how Vulpsi performed in previous nationals, I'm actually really surprised that Vulpsi can actually do LNs now.
I mean, Vulpsi has really worked on LNs a lot ever since MWC 2023, and he's definitely shown a lot of promise on the LN department, and it's showing a lot right now. Velyria, unfortunately, not able to hold on the same level as Vulpsi, but considering how the LNs here are structured, like, you see a lot of those columns where they're more prioritized, just a test of stability on each of your wrists, really. Just super impressive to see that Velyria holds on very well right now, despite how we know previously it seemed like Velyria was just below the qualifying mark for the long note department.
Okay, so now we see Vulpsi still carrying with that very, very amazing 19, like high 99.6, like just hovering around the 99.7 level. And I'd say like even if we're just like there's still like a decent amount of chart remaining, like like Vulpsi just really needs to take this home and try not to overcook this chart in particular. Like that's a thing. So that's the thing with LNs, especially in 4K, where like it's easy to overdo it.
That's true.
Yeah, it's like it's easy to overdo it, but like Vulpsi is just showing like we're seeing a clinic here, very clinical performance here from Vulpsi. Velyria on the other hand, actually getting a very respectable combo now, but like Velyria needs to work on I'd say this releases really, because I think it's the releases that really gives Velyria lots of troubles in this chart in particular.
I mean, that's true. You notice that density sort of section, but the gaps are extremely small. That's what really makes this a wildcard LN, and what a performance! Like what you said, definitely a clinic. Vulpsi has taken his performance from the previous match and took it up like I think 3 notches or 4 notches into the next level. Cause man, 988k, that so far is the highest score we've seen. I believe Swire got a 987k. That ratio certainly showing why Vulpsi is really that MWC players. Like when you're an MWC player, you know that you have to adjust. You have to make progress regardless of what stage you're in. And this is really the result of experience, having or at least knowing that you have these things to work on. He certainly worked on that.
But now it's time for Velyria to make a move this time around and maybe grab that first point, like just get that confidence, really like settle into the match. I mean, I'm pretty sure Velyria has already settled into the match, but like you kind of need that momentum to carry you forward.
That's true. Although on a side note, the other match that's happening, the Sunny versus Arquin Olivares, currently it's a 4-0 lead for Sunny, and at least with how the point is going right now, it's on pace to getting 5-0.
I mean, no surprises in that regard. I'd say like while Arquin, one of the best players in PH like PH has ever had. I mean, guy also played 4K for so long. I think everybody knows that. Like he's been my team captain back in 2016, 2018. Your team captain back in 2019 and 2020.
Actually, no, only 2019.
I know, 2019. Oh yeah. I think no need to introduce. I mean, the guy almost podium back in 2021 as well.
Well, he did. Well, he did podium in 20.
He did podium at
24. Okay, 2024.
No. But I mean 4K Nationals. 4K Nationals.
Oh, okay, 4K Nationals. Oh, I thought you meant.
Yeah, I remember. I think Arquin.
He did podium.
He did podium in 2021 at the cost of the person you see in the red side of the screen.
Yeah, that's true. My goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, but speaking of that, why do I feel like we're about to see 2 of the probably strongest scores on this file? Cause man,
This is the core jack shot, isn't it?
no. You like there's score jacks, yes, but the main difficulty of this file is more so on those difficult jump streams, which you'll see in a bit. Like yes, a lot of this file.
This is okay. This is your Rise 2. Okay.
Yeah, you'll see it in a bit. And there's definitely a lot of core jacks here.
Oh, that's like a pretty messy start from Vulpsi, relatively speaking.
Relatively to Velyria, yeah, relatively to a 99.98 that is.
Yeah, like it's weird to say that. Like 99.8, that's a messy start.
I know,
No, that's not normal.
Yeah, and currently, like you notice these core jack sections, right? What makes this a really difficult file for jump stream hand stream is that you'll have to change your motion mid chart. Like time at one part you're playing core jacks, and then suddenly you're back to playing hand stream, jump stream, and that's what really makes this so challenging.
It's actually hard to transition from that one move into another to like in this abrupt manner. I mean, those who are in the lower levels of 4K, And actually, this is true for Mania in general. Really, like once you're fixated into one sort of movement style, like you're just doing like regular streams, and then suddenly the charter throws like, okay, you're gonna play heavy chords now. Like it's very difficult to transition from that abruptly. Like until like you have to get to like a certain level where you could just do it on command. And that is what we're seeing from both of these players. And while I was discussing that, Velyria actually dropped to just above 99.8, so it's Vulpsi who has the advantage right now.
Yeah, but here's the part. Oh, that's a massive drop. Like, this is what you and I were talking about. Those movements are going to be really difficult to transition from. I thought Vulpsi had it back.
Does that count as a commentary curse for me because I was praising Vulpsi?
Yeah, wait, let's look at the ratios though. 122 165.
Oh, okay. So even without the misses, it's Velyria who gets this, I think.
I think the transitions were a little bit too up.
Or it might also be possible that Vulpsi got thrown off by that bad rush and just threw the rest of the chart to the sink. That's why we're seeing the ratio difference in this manner.
That's true. 250 BPM jump stream. I mean, I can't believe this is already considered as semifinals nowadays.
Yeah, that's Velyria's first point on the board. Actually, good sign for them. Like this should give Velyria some confidence as we go further into this match.
That's true.
And hashtag no sweep.
And speaking of hashtag no sweep, Sunny and Art Coronavirus is now 5-1, so that is also a hashtag no sweep moment. So I think. Oh, wait, what?
Ooh. Wait a minute.
I don't like this pick at all. Na LN4 and Rice 4 are still on the board. And while it's true that taking risks is very important, like you want to take risks here and there, you're not in the position where the lead is safe enough for the risk to be worth taking. Like you're up 3-1, but anything can happen here. Like what happened 8 years ago.
Oh my
I
god.
can't believe I had to make that reference.
8 years ago, huh? You really had to, huh?
I had to. I can't believe it. But anyways, on a more serious note, why I don't like this pick is this has a lot of rice sections. That's really difficult. And yeah, there's definitely Ellen parts here. But I don't think the Ellen parts are too hard for Velyria to be able to handle. But as I say that, already a messy
you saw a ton of 200s there coming from Velyria. But they are slowly recovering from that start. It might just be them not getting into the rhythm, but they are slowly getting some accuracy drops. Actually, you see a ton of 200s, ton of early stuff right there, and that already led to a miss. I think I don't want to say that Velyria lost it, lost this card at that moment.
Still 8,000
but
points.
Yeah, like Vulpsi is still well within Velyria's striking distance, but like that amount of drops isn't exactly helping Velyria's case in this chart at all. Like you kind of have to hope that Vulpsi gets a similar or even a worse drop. Like it could still happen. Like there's like a lot of time remaining in this chart, but like as you said, like Vulpsi has the experience. Like they should be able to carry themselves into this chart just fine.
Notice how the lead's already at 14,000 points. Like that's already concerning, and it's only halfway through the file. But here's the thing, I don't know why, but these kinds of leads nowadays are just not safe anymore. Like a lot of the players are just capable of catching up, and these are the sections that I think Vulpsi would be able to utilize. But the more we see those hand streams, the more I think maybe Velyria could start striking there. Oh my god.
But again, as I mentioned, like you need Vulpsi to have like a really bad rush for it to happen, because like Vulpsi has that consistency as well. Like yeah, sure, Vulpsi could afford like what, a few misses here, but then Vulpsi, there's the few misses that I've been saying. But then you look at the accuracy. look at the accuracy. It didn't really drop that much. As much as what we saw to Velyria. Like, Velyria dropped to like what, 98.7. And there you go, there's another miss coming from Velyria. That's not gonna help their case. Another miss in this hand stream.
Yeah, those two misses just essentially canceled out what Vulpsi missed. And so essentially it's almost like nothing happened really. And just like that, Vulpsi is gonna get the
Vulpsi
fourth
gets one back.
point. Yeah, very impressive work.
Yeah.
I was really doubting this pick, but turns out it's a great pick after all. And my goodness.
Oh, that's only one miss from Vulpsi.
I don't know, man. Like these two players are scoring extremely well. And on a side note, Arkwin wins Sunny's point on 484 points. What? These two matches have been pretty intense.
They have been, yeah.
Now, what does Velyria even pick? Honestly, Rice 4 isn't a good pick. Like Vulpsi and Korjak. Okay, to be fair, Velyria is also really good at Korjak.
Alright.
Arguably better than Vulpsi in terms of physicality at least. But in terms of control and accuracy, Vulpsi definitely has that.
Didn't we like not even a few years ago, like not even like even last year, like everyone was saying like, if you have Vulpsi, give them a Korjak chart, and chances are they will get the best score the entire round.
Yeah, I mean, Vulpsi has the only 999k on the Korjak pick, which is why you would really want to avoid that pick against Vulpsi. You do not want to face a 999k on that.
Unless like you could 999k it yourself.
You know, there's a reason, you know that Velyria is down 4-1 right now, and I'm really starting to get concerned about this because there's like a few picks that I think Velyria can steal from Vulpsi. Actually, that Korjak pick is definitely included there. But other than that, what else do you really have now? And let's see if the speed pick could work, because the first step in getting back would be to win this.
Yeah, like you don't really want Vulpsi to reach match point early. Yeah, sure. The match isn't finished until like what the Vulpsi gets 6 points in the end. Like gets her 6th chart. But then like you kind of have to remember that like unless Velyria manages to resolve all of the inconsistency issues that they've had over the past few charts, this is Vulpsi's match to lose.
It definitely is. But currently, at least from what I've seen, looks like Velyria and Vulpsi, like their rice ratios have been super identical. And you can't really just say that one player is better than the other, at least based on this performance. Because man, they have both been ultra consistent on these rice picks, at least in terms of hacking them. Like,
yeah. It does appear that Velyria is starting to actually get that confidence. Like we're seeing Velyria in the form that we haven't really seen this entire match as it stands, and this is a good sign for them.
Yeah, I mean Vulpsi at 99.87. That again, typically that kind of score would be extremely difficult to beat, but Velyria just pushing through it like it's nothing at this point. Super impressive work.
But both players have to be extremely wary because the score gap is extremely close. Like a single miss can definitely change the dynamic at this point, because like we're starting to run out of time. Like we're already less than a minute left. Like we have less than a minute remaining in this chart.
That's true. And the thing that makes this file really hard, you see those jumps and anchors? Like you mix those two in a speed pick and you could lose your stability in your fingers. But this hasn't happened to these two players just yet in this file. Oh my goodness, it started to get closer. 99.86 and 99.9.
Like actually, you notice like Velyria is slowly dropping accuracy. Like it's only like what 100 of a percent every now and then. But Velyria has been dropping accuracy for a bit. But Vulpsi almost getting us scared there, like dropping to 99 point. Okay, there you go, 99.82. This actually gives Velyria some breathing room. Like as tight as it is, this is still some breathing room. You don't need galvanized square steel to expand this breathing room. And there you go, Velyria
Whoa.
grabs their second point. They might have borrowed 4 screws from their aunt.
What just happened? 150.
Oh, that was a 50.
Oh my god.
But the ratio difference.
We almost saw a double v1 double as in this. Whoa.
Oh.
And on
But
the side,
even without the 50 though, this is Velyria's point.
That would have still been Velyria's point, yeah. Oh my goodness. Are you watching the wait, Velyria's watching the stream right now.
Velyria's watching the stream.
Oh my god. Focus
you
focus
shouldn't
on the
do
match
that.
right now.
Focus on the match.
right now. Okay.
Focus on the match.
So we have an intense match both sides. The other one is at 5-3. And right now we're at 4-2. Okay. What? Wait, these two people are watching the stream? Why? Why would you do that?
Please
Okay.
remember,
Yeah.
like I like just please remember, if you're playing in the tournament, please do not watch the stream. If you're playing your match, please focus on it because you know, us in the commentary booth might say something distracting to you.
Yeah, and you know, especially that I'm here.
And I'm here.
Yeah, we're both here. You do not want that to happen, right?
Like
No,
yeah,
it's-
both of us are certified cursentators. Okay.
Exactly. Okay. Huh. What does Vulpsi go for now? I mean, LN4. I would guess LN4. Okay, so
Okay.
Okay, so apparently that 50 happened when I. Okay, yeah. Why? Why would you watch this?
Why?
Okay, that's your fault now. That's not my fault anymore.
That's not our fault. I mean, we don't advise that you watch a stream, but I guess if that's like one way for you to follow everything that's happening, yeah, sure. But we don't advise it. Anyways, logically speaking, though, like unless Vulpsi manages to like, Vulpsi needs to seal this at least with LN4, I would think. Like get that match point.
Yeah.
But like especially as you said, like the hybrids are actually pretty high risk. So Vulpsi at least needs to assure that they get a match point and just hope that they get a break point off Velyria at some point
You
in
know,
this match.
That's
Yeah.
true. But I will say this. You should not okay, my opinion on this. You don't you should not go for the Rice 4 pick. This early on.
No, you don't. Like I'd say like there might be a possibility that Rice 4 won't be played at all, even if like this goes the distance.
Yeah, I mean the reason why you don't want to go for that is I know it's a high risk, high reward kind of thing, but you're in a situation where this momentum could easily shift. And Velyria doesn't seem to be slowing down at all. And I think 1925, I mean, Project Sekai, I mean, you and I...
You're a Nene Kusanagi
Yep,
fan.
Yep.
Like you're a Nene Kusanagi Oshi.
exactly. So,
I have two Oshis here. Tenma Tsukasa and Otoriemu.
Yep, those two.
Both of them, yeah.
And now, let's see what
Yeah.
makes this file really difficult. You
Actually, this like
Is
before
this
we
your first-
continue.
Is this your first
bef-
time looking at this?
No. Before we continue, this is unironically one of the best alternate vocals in the game, so please listen to it. Anyways, back on topic. Vulpsi, with a relatively cleaner start here.
I mean,
Velyria though, slowly recovering. But like for this week in particular, like, at least like what? Okay, that's a fun fact. Like we're I don't think this has been mentioned in the map pool showcase, but like this pick has been on the board since qualifiers, and as we see Vulpsi getting a massive accuracy
yeah, but
drop.
Velyria too.
But Velyria, okay, what is happening?
You look at how difficult. You'll see how difficult this file is. Like, look at those look at those very small LN gaps. and mix
Yeah.
that with Ellen release, and you get this file. It's almost like turkey mixed with one crystal release. Think of it like that.
Like this is like just a weird timing out chart. At least for the most part, like I was paying attention to Vulpsi's screen. Like they're dropping to 98.6 because I have to say Vulpsi is dropping accuracy, and then you pointed out Velyria. Like, wait, how did Velyria get from a high 99 to suddenly like just barely keeping a 98? Like all in a span of like what 10 seconds, and then I just saw the chart difficulty. Like okay, that's understandable.
Yeah, this is not an easy file by any means. And again, these LNs, Velyria finding a few drops, like some of these gaps are so short, they give you zero breathing room. Just
Like how short are those gaps? Like what? Like 16th?
I don't even know if you can consider them 16th, because like maybe they are 16th, but like they give you zero breathing room. You have to hold the entire time. So that's just how difficult it is.
Well, you see a few drops are coming from Vulpsi, which should give Velyria some opportunity to catch up just a little bit. But they need to catch up accuracy wise, which I don't think they have enough time anymore. Like this is a really big lead now for Vulpsi. Considering the remaining time, I mean, Charlie just ended.
9:55.
There you go.
Oh my
Vulpsi
goodness.
sealing match point.
Yeah, but
But
look at that
Velyria with a
ratio.
better ratio. Jinx.
Okay, well, oh yeah, I got Jinx there.
Ooh. Okay, so Velyria, better ratio, just too many problems on the other judgments in the single miss. Meanwhile, Vulpsi, like, these are definitely LN scores. Like, don't think of any chemo. These are just LN scores. Like, you just know they're LN scores. And there you go. Velyria will be going for Rice 3 Yudachi no Ribbon.
And now, I think this is the only sensible pick right now. Because, like, you don't really have many opportunities to steal any points right now. So, at
Yeah.
the very least, you gotta pick something. Okay, so apparently Vulpsi didn't play this. Which, on a similar note, I remember Velyria saying that he sight-read that Ellen pick, Ellen 4. So, kind of cancels out, really. But what makes this file hard? Go ahead.
I mean, again, for those who are just new to tournaments, do not sight read, please. Even just like a few minutes before your match, just give the pool a run through, so you have an idea which is which.
My goodness, I would be so excited to see how this file would be going. I mean, can we really see both players perform in this file? I mean, Vulpsi, at least back in 2020, Vulpsi's concern for me has always been that consistency on files like this. And honestly, he's improved so much in that regard. But Velyria is also extremely good in the consistency department. So you can't really just pinpoint someone for better consistency here, because both players are really good in that regard.
Indeed, but like this is PHNats though. Like, who's way more consistent? Like who like you kind of have to call like who is practically better, because like what, both of these players are fighting for a chance to get into the finals, like extend their campaign by at least one more weekend. And Velyria is showing enough guts to do so, but Vulpsi isn't backing down. We're seeing double 99.9, so Velyria is still actually carrying just a slightly better accuracy over their opponent.
Yeah,
But like,
whoa. Okay.
Vulpsi is gaining.
Yeah, but Velyria isn't slowing down. Except, oh, never mind. It does look like he's actually starting to just get a little bit more unstable than usual.
But Velyria is recovering back to that 99.93 level. But Vulpsi needs to tighten up that hit distribution just a bit more, because as it stands, like, yeah, sure, they're practically tied right now. Velyria still has the extremely slight accuracy advantage. Like, I'd say even a single gold 300 here is gonna be fatal.
Every
Like,
gold 300 counts, as you said.
Like, they might as well be misses in this case.
Gotta be really careful, and it's just a 0.02 percentage difference, 200ths of a difference. I don't know what's happening right now. Oh my god.
Actually, Velyria is stretching the lead just a tad bit. I mean, I actually saw like a few sequence of gold 300 coming from Vulpsi. Like, there's like, what, 3 more the past 10 seconds. Like, another 3 more. And that gives Velyria a bit more breathing room going into the final 8th of the start, where the density starts to pick up yet again. We see a few 2 gold 300s as well coming from Velyria, but it's not dropping their accuracy that much. But the lead... Actually, Velyria is starting to stretch that lead now. We're almost at, what, 800 points. Vulpsi dropping to below 99.9. Like, 99.9, how is this a losing score?
But both players, I can feel a sense of panic on both players. Like, you see those unstable rates, they're starting to get fatigued a little bit, and that explains why that accuracy is sort of decreasing.
Who has
what?
Who has more lungs here? It's
way.
Vulpsi.
Wait a second.
It's Vulpsi who snatches the lead. We saw a rupture coming from Velyria. That is not a good sign.
I think Velyria. Oh, that was so unfortunate. Let's see what the ratios are. Oh,
V1 double S coming from Vulpsi. 250s. Oh.
On a side. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
What is happening? What did we just see? That was insane.
Yes, it is.
And right now,
Absolute scenes in this match.
oh my goodness.
Vulpsi narrowly escaping this chart, doing just enough, and maybe a little bit of luck as well on their side to get this win and assure themselves a slot in the top 6 of this tournament.
Oh my goodness, that was a very brutal bracket. Vulpsi had to go through first Oreo, and then Hagoromu, Silicosis, Velyria. My goodness, that's a really difficult path. Same for Oreo here, having to go through J and then Sen. 2 matches today. But now we're off to only the winners bracket matches.
And here's the thing, Vulpsi will be facing the loser of the Plena Livette match.
Is it that or the Cub Unitori one?
It's playing a Livette actually.
Oh my god. So one of them is gonna be eliminated next week.
Yeah, and then Oreo will be facing the loser of the Cub Unitori match.
Oh man, these matches are gonna be really cool.
So, yeah, let's acknowledging that the other match that is live on Twitch right now is on tiebreaker. 5-5 for Sunny and Arquin. Just casually dropping that. So if you guys want to watch it, please do so on twitch.tv/OSLivePH.
Yep.
But in this regard, we will be back in 13 minutes for one of the winners bracket matches here between Cub and Unitori. That is going to be extremely spicy.
It's spicy because Unitori, I remember in 2022, I think it was like a high seed, and then wow, his improvements have been amazing. But let's not cut the chase too much. And I guess we should let our viewers watch the tiebreaker, shouldn't we?
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, thank you so much everyone for coming to the stream, and see you later in 13 minutes.